Welcome back in to another CHRISTOS Kabbalah show with the Spaceman 2.0. Here to help you grow in the knowledge and wisdom of truth, and the truth will make you free. So with that being said, this is my understanding of some esoteric meanings and what I believe to be some hidden truths behind the real meaning of 1111 as we see it around us. And it does relate to everyone on this planet, and I'll tell you why. This is going to be one amazing CHRISTOS Kabbalah show where I reveal some huge secrets of the true meaning of 1111 you'll never hear anywhere else. So stay tuned. The tree of life being a clue with two pillars, 1 and 2 on the outside, and a middle column. So before we go over that, and that was a hidden mystery hidden right there, let's go over what the two pillars can mean. When you look at the 22 trumps, and that's a hidden mystery right there, the 22 trumps, there are 6 that come to my mind that have columns or kind of refer to 2 columns. The first being the Justice card has 2 pillars, just like I show up here, 2 pillars. I see 2 pillars going all the way up. Now, it can also mean 2 columns, like the Hierophant card has 2 columns. Okay, and columns are a little bit different than pillars, but nonetheless very similar. This is another one. And we also have the High Priestess card, which shows the 2 pillars of the Tree of Life and what the Freemasons call Boaz and Hogma, or whatever. We won't get into that. And I'm going to reveal to you some secret mysteries on how we know we came from the Piscean age into the age of Aquarius. Okay, and there's one card in the tarot that is revealed, like connected with Pisces, and that is the Moon card, number 18. And on the path of the Tree of Life, that's right here, which is equated to Pisces, and Koph, which means the back of your head, the subconscious mind. And Pisces are very, very imaginative, and it rules water. Won't get more into that. This might need a part 2 because I might run out of minutes. I only have 14 in my memory right now. That being said, we'll get back into the mystery of the Piscean age and what happened in the Piscean age. And we've all been talking about how it's been told us by the one eye cult, right? That I told you about last time. How I identified that, meaning the eye, and how they always cover their eye, meaning the devil. So the Illuminati, what do they do to us? They destroyed twin towers in the Piscean age, coming out of the Piscean age to come into the age of Aquarius, which is the star card, and it actually represents water, and that's why there's been a lot of floods and the water, and the Illuminati use that as an understanding of how to influence that with the weather and HAARP and chemtrails, but I digress. So very interesting, as we come out of the age of Pisces, there's twin towers, and showing another mystery of how the Illuminati use it to hide their symbolism in plain sight. Meaning that not only that these are archetypes, but they use the archetypes to manifest their own destruction upon the planet. With that being said, the twin flames can also be 1111. Can this be the mystery to the negative side of the Lovers card? Okay, the twins, the twin flames. So before you meet your true twin flame, you might meet your evil twin flame. I don't know. That's up to you to decide. With that being said, the 1111 can be the front side of the tree and the back side of the tree, which is the Qliphoth. So 1111 could be the positive and the negative side. Interestingly enough, we start our journey at the path 11. So thanks for staying tuned. Let's get into some more true depths of the true esoteric understanding of what 1111 truly means, how it relates to yourself, and your alchemical self. And with that being said, we had a little fun with the tarot cards. May you contemplate some of them at another time period. They are archetypes to the 22 bones in your skull, in essence. And before I forget, the word for the 10th Sephiroth, which has a 1, is Adonai. And Adonai comes out to 56. 56 is what? 5 and 6 is 11. 11 is the 11th Sephiroth. The 11th Sephiroth means Doth, or the abyss, or really knowledge. And what is it knowledge of? What does 11 add up to? 2. Knowledge of the wisdom. Chokmah, wisdom. So, as you gather the truth about the earth realm with Adonai the Lord, you rise up to overcome the abyss with true knowledge, 11. And there's your 11, 11. Again, 56 and 2. And this is just amazing. Before I reveal some more hidden truths at the end of this show, Yod He Vov He, you're made in that image, which is 26. When you put the letter Shin, which makes Yeshua, the name of the Redeemer, the name of Christ, you add 326. What does 326 add to? 3 and 2 is a 5, and a 5 and a 6 is what? 11. To overcome the knowledge, to get the knowledge to pass through the abyss. You can't get into the kingdom of heaven unless you go through Christ. Unless you go through Christ. Therefore, Christ, the Redeemer, you place Christ in your heart, and it will help you through the realm of Adonai, which adds up to 5611. Same thing. 56, 56, 11, 11. I'm dropping huge esoteric understandings here for more contemplation. And I'm not trying to get new agey here, but the true path of 1111 is about not some new agey mystery, but it's about true alchemy on yourself. And I'm going to reveal that right now. So when we speak of alchemy, what are we really talking about? Turning lead into gold, correct? Or turning your soul into, like, purifying your being so you can come into your true spiritual potential, your soul and spiritual light, correct? Okay, so therefore, what is the representation of gold in the alchemical world? Gold, which is, by the way, between lead and gold is the difference of 3 protons. If you take 3 protons away from lead, you get gold, but that's aside for our crypto friends out there. 3 protons and 3 circles around our favorite crypto, but I won't say anything more. So gold, sun, okay? The sun represented gold in the alchemical world and represented by a circle with a dot in the middle. Now, what does the sun also represent? I'm going to give you the mystery of the Holy Trinity right here and now as well, with alchemy in a nutshell. I'm going to help you think along the way. I'm going to do it for you as well. Light comes from the sun, right? So the sun gives us light, and it also gives heat, right? Or warmth. And one more thing, life. Without light and heat, we wouldn't have life. So that being said, you can say the sun has 3 particular aspects to it that are 3 in 1. Now, if we take the O-L out of this word, what do you get? God. So by using the law, you might be able to attain God through alchemy. So what does God have? We say God has the 3 aspects for the Trinitarians: the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. And what does the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost represent? Wisdom, love, and truth. Okay? You can't get to the Father in heaven without going through Christ, which represents love. And you must not lead yourself into temptation, but deliver yourself from evil. or deliver myself from evil, please God, which is purifying yourself with truth, with Dharma. So we're starting to get the picture here that there's one single God with a threefold manifestation of wisdom, love, and truth, just like the sun has light, heat, and life. Starting to have a connection here. Let's just continue on and show you how it connects right back to you with 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 aspects to your soul. So the tree of life has these 3 triangles, basically. These 2, this is the only one upside, right side up, upside down, and then this flips up to here when actually you complete the mission of your eternal journey back to God. So hence we'll illustrate your being in a 3-part aspect. So every man has an intellect, a heart, and a will. So what does man do with his intellect? Think. And with his heart? Feel. And with his will? Act. So I guess you're wondering by now, you're saying, what does this have to do with 11:11? Talking about the sun. Well, the sun has 3 aspects, correct? Same with yourself. So we know we have a single God with a threefold manifestation of wisdom, love, and truth. Okay, wisdom for the intellect, love for the heart, and truth for hopefully our actions. All 3 are not separate, and like the sun and God, man too has a 3-in-1 nature, right? His intellect, his heart, and his will, and is made in the image of both the sun and God. Okay, I put sun there because it's a play on words, but it's true. You're made in the image of Yeshua, or in the image of God. I just went over that, and I'm going to go over that even more clear in the near future of this video. If I can't pack it in with the next 2 minutes, it'll have to come up in part 2. So again, you're asking, how does this particular sun sign represent 11:11? Let's just go into it with greater depth. So in actuality, we're trying to be more like the sun, more like gold. We're trying to turn into gold, or purify our heart, soul, and mind, become more loving, wise, and truthful. So with wisdom, we can see with the light. The light is wisdom. Okay, in the darkness, you cannot see. And in places of darkness where people are ignorant, okay, they do not see because of their ignorance. So with wisdom brings light. Okay, it's very simple. So how does this symbol represent 3 or 11? Sorry, 11:11. Well, it represents a trifold nature. So let's just show that this dot in the middle is what? It could be represented as a line coming out from the center. So therefore, what do you have? This is the representation of what? What is the mathematical equation that runs everyone's life pretty much in describing how to draw and how to create things? Pi, 3.14. Well, how do you get pi? Well, we say we divide a circle with a circumference of what? What's that? How many paths on the tree of life, to give you a hint? 22. And we divide it by what? Gives 3.14. 7. And how many levels on the tree of life? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many chakras in the human body? 7. So 22 over 7 equals pi, which can be also looked at in another way. You can have 11 parts on the above and 11 parts below. Therefore, 11:11. And pi is what governs all of geometry.